catch you guys with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about some habits that I've adopted for 2020. So some of them are like healthier habits, and then some things are just habits that I've picked up. So this video is going to be a little bit vlog style and a little bit talk style, because you guys have mentioned in the past how you kind of want to see more vlog style videos. So I'm challenging myself. That's one of the habits I'm picking up this year in 2020, is to pick up my camera more and challenge myself to things so that you guys can see more of like the town that I moved to and kind of how I go about my day and my life, so you guys can see like the actual tips, so you guys know that the things that I'm talking to you guys about, I'm actually doing them in real life and not just talking about them here on the video. Words never work for me, I swear. So anyhow, if you guys have watched, well, I don't know if I'm going to do my morning routine before or after this video, but my morning routine kind of has the healthier habits that I've picked up also, such as putting my phone away or not checking it first thing in the morning. So first thing in the morning, I don't check my phone. I think I go until about 10 o'clock before I actually check my phone. My phone actually is set on bedtime, so it will start to go to sleep about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when I will stop receiving any text messages, anything, unless it's an emergency. If somebody continually calls and calls and calls, then it will go through. But it only plays binaural beats or high vibrational music for sleeping, and then in the morning I will listen to a YouTube version of like the Law of Attraction, something motivational, like a motivational speech or a podcast or audiobook or something along those lines. So those are a couple of habits that I picked up. Going to bed at a certain time, I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. Well, I'm actually in bed by 8 o'clock and reading a book, so I put away all technology. I do not check my technology. I then go to sleep. At least by 9 o'clock I am asleep. I turn off the lights. Again, no technology. But I have decided to get outside more. So one of the reasons I moved to the south was so I could actually spend more time outside. In Wyoming, I love my mountains, I love fishing and all of that stuff, but I felt like you could only go outside for a certain amount of time of the year. And it was like summer. It was like about 4 months out of the year, and then the rest of the time it was snowing and windy and just horrible weather that you almost couldn't walk outside. Like, I hated driving in the snow. I hated being in the snow. It's one thing that always scared me. And so I was sitting here on New Year's Day and I was like, you know what? I moved down here so I could be outside more. So getting my bed outside, taking Sammy for a walk. You guys will see she has a special little carrier case for her walks, because she can't walk that well anymore. And so I went and got her one of those little backpack things so I can take her with me on walks. She absolutely loves it. Like, when she sees it, she knows she's gonna get to go on a walk. She thinks that's the coolest thing ever. She used to love going on walks, and so it's one thing that I try to make sure I do for her still. And she loves just being outside. Like, she likes the fresh air. She loves going outside anyways. She's sitting on my lap and I just said the word outside and she's kind of perked up a little bit. So getting outside more is very much one of my biggest goals for 2020. So I went out into my garden and I cleaned up my herb garden, and then I'm going to clean up the other little like pots and stuff so that those plants can come back. I still have some seeds. I cleaned up my roses, so because the weeds were overgrowing the roses, and plus the weather's been kind of weird. Today it feels like summer. Like, all of my windows are open. You could almost turn on the air conditioner, but I refuse to turn on the air conditioner in January. And all of my windows are opened, and so we've had weird weather, and then it'll rain, like downpour rain, and so, which is probably not weird for South Carolina, but for a Wyoming girl it is kind of weird. So I hurried up and went outside today and worked in the garden and working with my plants more, paying more attention to my plants, kind of tending to them more. The other thing is in the mornings I take my shower with purpose. So another one of my goals for 2020, I guess this is kind of like a goals thing, but another one of my goals for 2020 was to really start doing more things with purpose. Like, when you wash your dishes, put some music on and get excited to wash your dishes. Wash your dishes with like more of a purpose instead of I I have to wash my dishes now. And I keep on top of it also at the same time, so I don't let my dishes fall. So after breakfast I do my dishes, after lunch I do my dishes. I don't have a dishwasher, so if I just keep putting them in the sink, they're gonna pile up. Instead of putting them in the dishwasher, which will wash them for me and then I put them away, I have to be the one to wash them and then put them away. I do let them air dry and then I put them away at nighttime before I go to bed. So when I wake up in the morning, I wake up to a clean kitchen, a clean house. I pick up as I go. I don't leave messes throughout the house. Even at nighttime when I am done with work for the day, usually I stop working about 6 o'clock and I make my dinner, and then so that's about the time that I put my computer. I put everything away, my notebooks, my pen, my printer that I print all of those USPS slips and shipping labels and that kind of stuff. I put that away. I put everything away. Now, of course, I am self-employed. I work from home. So my computer doesn't always go away because I will be sitting on my couch and I'm like, ooh, I should look at this, or ooh, that's a great idea. And so of course I bring my computer back out and look at inventory. Or the other day I had like a mass order of things, so I was trying to put all of that together. So my computer doesn't always go away, but at 8 o'clock all electronics are off. 8 o'clock, no more electronics, no matter what, no matter if, you know, any of that stuff, if anything's going on in my head, whatever. I also got a planner. I've never been much of a planner person. Like, I will buy a planner at the beginning of the year and then by February I'm done with it. So hopefully this sticks. But one of the things I really started doing, one of the habits I picked up, is to start writing out my day for the next day. So everything that I need to get done, I write it down. That way it's not going in my head all night. That way I'm not thinking about it. And so it doesn't wake me up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. I give myself at least like 10 to 15 minutes to think of everything that I need to do the next day. And then I also like checking things off. I'm one of those people that I love to check things off. So it's really nice for me just to like be able to check things off too throughout the day. So the other thing, like I said, I like to do things with a purpose now. If you guys don't know, the gym goddess, she is somebody, you guys will probably hear me talk about her a lot, but she's somebody that I follow religiously on YouTube, and she did The Secret Behind the Secret, or The Secret Behind Law of Attraction. I posted on my Facebook page. I can put a link down below for you guys. But one of the things is that she talked about doing things with a purpose, and I already had done this, but I decided to really adapt to it more because I did it more so when I had like the time, or when I felt like it, or when I was having a down day. So when I go and take a shower, I will turn my phone on to something very uplifting. So my music is like 432 hertz or rainforest, or just something that's going to relax me, kind of feel like a spa in the shower. And then when I get into the shower, for one thing, I don't turn on all my lights. I only turn on the low beam lights in the shower or in the bathroom. And then when I get into the shower, I imagine all of the water just rinsing away anything negative, anything that doesn't serve me, any dark entities, any of that stuff, just washing it away and throwing it away down the drain. So the other thing is I cleanse each of my chakras in the shower. So from the root chakra up to the crown, I will go in a counterclockwise, and in between each chakra, I rinse my hands off in the water, and then all the way up to the top. And then I will do some Reiki on my entire body, as I, like, on each chakra, and then I will close the chakras also. Of course, you have to close your chakras, you know, don't walk around with them like wide open, because then you catch all sorts of crap, you know what I'm saying? But I've noticed a huge difference in doing this every single day. It really helps me wake up, it really helps me get going, it just, all of that jazz. Like, it really has helped me in so many different ways. So that's one thing that I've definitely adopted more of, because I used to be one of those people that I'm like, all right, I gotta take a shower and get ready now, here we go. But now I make it more fun. Like, when I'm putting on my makeup, I have music going. I just make it as much fun as possible. Do everything with a purpose. When I make a dinner, I turn on music. When I make videos, when I am editing, when I am working, I love listening to Disney music, so Disney is on 90% of the time. The only reason it's paused right now is because I don't want it flagging this video, but Disney is pretty much playing throughout this entire house 90% of the time. Like, I love me some Disney. I feel like it's an uplifting music, but listening to more uplifting music, reading more. I have 2 books that I read. I'm currently reading my shaman book, and then I'm also reading a fictional book. So the fictional I read right before I go to sleep. I don't like reading nonfiction right before I go to sleep because then my brain keeps processing what I just read, and it keeps trying to like figure it out or, you know, put it somewhere. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's a great idea, or, you know, I can't wait to start doing this with that, or I can't wait to start using this that I just read in that book. So that's why I do fictional. It just kind of helps me unwind and just kind of detach from the day and kind of go into my own little world. Like, I like to be in my own little world. So, and then picking up more spiritual techniques, having more of a morning and an evening routine, yoga, working out, just really and truly putting that stuff in there. Like I said, I don't know if the morning routine is going to be before this video or after this video. Probably after this video, but I picked up more of a spiritual morning routine. So meditating in the morning, we're actually sitting in my meditation spot. I think that this is my spot. This is kind of like a sacral spot. I have paleoed and saged, and then Florida watered this area. So it's very a cleansed area. It's a very safe space. And so I just have this space to go to meditate, and meditating every single day. Now, meditation is something that I started in 2019, but there were weeks where I would go without meditating, and I noticed a huge difference where I just was like, blah. So definitely bringing in more meditation, but more purposeful meditations also. And then just, like I said, just bringing in more stuff around the house that is more natural. Vitamins, I got back into taking vitamins. They should be here actually tomorrow. Conveniently. One of the things is I really wanted to start taking better care of my body, and so a habit is taking vitamins, working out. I did win Beachbody. I know a lot of people think that manifestation isn't real, but one of the intentions I put out there is to have a better, healthier body physically, mentally, and emotionally. And 2 things that happened after I put those intentions was I won a year's worth of Beachbody workout programs, and then it came with like a month of Shakeology and then a month of the pre and post workout. And yeah, it's kind of cool. But then I have the workouts for an entire year. So, and then I actually got in contact with a vitamin company who I think they're gonna sponsor one of my videos here soon. But so those vitamins I got, I mean, these things just started showing up in my life that have helped me in so many different ways. But again, I put the intentions out there. Putting more intentions out there, not just for myself, but for other people also, and putting them out there throughout the entire day, and sending out love every single morning. Like, love to every single person that I know, anybody that I'm gonna come across, any of my clients, anybody that watches my lives when I do readings, all of that fun jazz. Those are the people, like, I just send out as much love as I can in the morning. The other habit I picked up is kind of playing with Sammy and Artemis more. So Artemis is my cat, and then Sammy is my dog. If you guys have been following me on YouTube for a little while, then you know that Sammy is my dog. She has been a part of my life. She's 8 years old, and she's going blind, which is so sad. But definitely spending more time with them and playing with them. So Artemis has this little toy thing that I play with him with. And then Sammy, of course, she likes to just play like little fetch, or she just likes attention. If you just give her attention, she'll love it. So, and she loves to play in the bed and, you know, like just little things. But with her, I'm kind of a little bit more careful now that she's going blind. But those are just a couple of habits. So let's get into the B-roll, I guess you would say, of the vlog part of this. Some of this stuff I will, of course, be showing you guys. So let's get into the video. If you guys like more of these vlog styles, then let me know. With that said, let's see what habits I'm going to be using in 2020. You wanna go for a walk? Yeah? Are you super excited? Are we going for a walk? Yeah? Are we going out there? Yeah? Why do you keep looking at me like that? Because I keep promising you a walk? Alright, let's go. Let's go for a walk. Yeah. Oh, you're just the cutest thing in the entire world. You know that?
It